Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another crypto video. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. Today we are going to be talking about XRP and pretty much kind of going into some ideas or personal opinions on the SEC case, kind of talking about what's going to be happening here very soon, and kind of also talking about some interesting news. But before we jump into this video, I do just want to say I am giving away 100 XRP once this video gets to 300 likes. So definitely like this video and also comment down below why you want 100 XRP or why you're bullish on XRP or something like that. Just a comment just so that I know who to pick when the time comes. So let's jump into this video. So first and foremost, this tweet is coming from Digital Asset Buy. Now, if you guys don't follow him, I definitely advise you to. Also, awesome YouTube channel content as well. Now, this is regarding what the SEC kind of just announced recently today. This is basically saying the SEC has now positioned themselves at odds with the very investors they are supposed to protect, XRP investors. This government gone wild is what happens when lack of accountability for so long creates an arrogance towards the U.S. citizens they were created to protect. And I've talked about the idea that this entire case has been one big, massive show. They were not here to protect us, right? I talked about, and I'm not, trying to be a tinfoil hat or anything like that, but I talked about the idea of possibly, hey, does the government want to control cryptocurrencies to the point where they're afraid that it's going to take control from finance and, pretty much allow them to not be able to dictate our financial markets anymore? Because that's the big pain point for governments, which we've discussed multiple times. It is very possible that hey, they want to pretty much throw this up in our face, saying like, hey, listen, we could control this. We could step in at any time and take your favorite altcoin and just say, hey, we're gonna sue it. But the thing that is very funny about this entire case is just the fact that XRP was never supposed to be considered a security. It has no real value in terms of a security, right? We've talked about this. When we look at even Ethereum, they were doing an ICO before they even released the Ethereum network. So if anything, Ethereum is more than a security than XRP. XRP never really held an ICO. The only thing that they have against XRP is the fact that Garlinghouse and Larson were selling XRP. That's literally the only thing that they have against XRP and Ripple. And honestly, this entire case, like I said, they were not trying to protect us. If they were trying to protect us, they would have been able to kind of do this behind closed doors, while letting investors pretty much be able to buy positions in XRP if they were interested in it. Like we talked about, New York, right? New York has the hardest time buying cryptocurrencies right now, and they are not trying to make it easier at all. If anything, they make it harder for them. It's honestly just absolutely disgusting to even think about. But listen, the SEC, in my opinion, and I already mentioned this multiple times, is manipulative. They don't care about this. They're very corrupt. And we've already discussed this multiple times. So let's jump into another article that I want to talk about regarding this, and that is XRP holders accused of disseminating false statements about SEC leadership. We do see, if we come down here, the U.S. SEC claims that XRP holders are disseminating false statements about its leadership on social media in its motion to quash Ripple's subpoena to depose William Hinman, the former director of the agency's Division of Corporation Finance. Again, it's the idea that, like, listen, initially they didn't want us to pretty much do a civil suit case where we pretty much have investors suing the SEC, where we have they pretty much have to pay us for what happened, right? They have to pay us for emotional distress. They have to pay us for financial loss. And then once that happened, right? Because like I said, again, it's all corruptive stuff to save face. they were basically saying, well, they can't sue us because XRP is a security. That's where the big pain point came from. Of hey, we're gonna claim that XRP is a security because once for an example, Johnny Deaton pretty much had 50,000, I believe, or it was like 25,000, something like that. It was a massive amount of individuals who were signing a petition to have a civil suit case. Once that happened, a lot of people, were ecstatic about it. We pretty much reached the number, but then all of a sudden the SEC said, nope, you guys can't sue us, which I thought was actually comical. And again, it's one of those things that if you replay the narrative, it's just it's all for a cash grab. It's all a power grab. They don't want you holding XRP because at the end of the day, we've already discussed what XRP is going to be doing. It's going to be taking power from these governments and utilizing it in a way where it's decentralized. It's not a centralized financial system anymore, and that is what they don't want. Now, of course, yeah, sure, call it conspiracy theory, call it tinfoil hat, if you will. It's just, listen, they had over 1,000 plus assets to choose from. Why did they choose XRP? Why did they choose Ripple? You guys, I hear it all the time, the FUD. Chris Larson and, Garlinghouse were dumping on you all through 2017, 2018, 2000. I don't care. Listen, anybody in their position would have sold XRP as well. They already discussed why they sold. They already backed it multiple times. I'm not going to go into depth on that overall, but listen, it doesn't matter. Nothing like that even occurred where they were dumping on us and suppressing the price or anything like that. At the end of the day, this entire case has been a mockery of what crypto is supposed to be and how it's supposed to be, pretty much, if you will, read or anything like that. Like, crypto is not supposed to be, hey, it's a security, crypto shouldn't be looked at as anything other than, a joke or anything like that. Because I see it on CNBC all the time. They pretty much make a mockery of what Bitcoin is, what crypto is. And soon they're going to have to realize, listen, crypto is the future. And that is why I say, even with, XRP, it's taken, finance that is centralized to governments to a decentralized way. And again, it's the idea of power being translated into our hands. And that is what they don't want. They don't want that. They want to have the power of cash. That is why they, even with CBDCs, they still will hold cash. So I just think that this is one entire mockery overall. Now, again, if we do read more into this, we do see the purpose of the exceptional circumstances rule is to protect the mental processes of government officials in order to promote open channels of communication within government and encourage qualified individuals to hold public office. Now, this is regarding pretty much this motion states that the defendant's subpoena should be quashed since it doesn't meet its burden of demonstrating exceptional circumstances. Now, we do see Hinman has no first-hand knowledge of the facts relevant to Ripple's fair notice defense, which the SEC claims to be too insubstantial to justify the deposition. We also see, moreover, the SEC points out that a similar request in the Kick case was rejected by the court. Since Ripple and its executives are facing civil charges, the regulator claims that they shouldn't be given greater latitude than criminal defendants. And again, it's a back and forth battle in this SEC case. Again, nobody's really making any upper hands, if you will. But I just thought that this was absolutely embarrassing on the SEC side to really come after XRP holders when they've been pretty much trying to be the hero this entire case. They constantly claim, we're here to help investors. We're here to, save investors. They're not. They're not. Listen, when we look at anything in terms of government officials or government, entities, they're always trying to play the hero card, right? Where they're trying to come in and save the day and, nothing is, bad or anything like that. it's usually all a sham. It's one big manipulative sham. And I'm honestly kind of tired of even, thinking that, playing it, oh, yeah, it's, the government is great, blah, blah, blah. It's not, dude. Like, honestly, this entire SEC case should really tell you, where their head's at, where their focus is at. Their focus isn't on protecting investors. If it was, this entire case would have been handled in a different light. And this is, in my opinion, a pure definition of a power grab. That is what this is. They don't want you holding XRP. They don't want XRP to see the light of day because they do know at the end of the day that Ripple is going to be doing massive things with the decentralized finance world. We already know that if Ripple does get this, case resolved, which I think is the main reason why this case is taking so long to actually be settled, because Garlinghouse and Larson already discussed an IPO listing in which they do need the SEC to kind of sign off on. So I think that's why this case is taking as long as it has been, because they do want to have that IPO, and again, that IPO is going to create a face melting, FOMO on XRP. But let me know what you guys think about this entire SEC case and this SEC update in terms of them pretty much coming after XRP holders. I thought this was actually comical to really think about. At the end of the day, this is all just one big show. It's one big scam, if you will, to really keep the price suppressed and keep a lot of people out. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, if you guys do want more free content, you guys could always follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.